Hey yo, what's up everybody? All right, let me, my music cut out, man. I don't know why. Hang on one second and we'll get the show started here. All right, so everybody knows the disclaimer. We'll go over that again in a minute. And here we go. What's up everybody? I'm Keith. Thank y'all for tuning back in. It's June 27th. It's 11 o'clock p.m. We do this at nights always. It's grown up hours, it's big boy hours. Thanks for showing up, everybody. So, if you haven't, take a moment to hit like and comment, subscribe, and all that crap. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss stuff, right? So, like, it'll automatically tell you when there's a stream so you don't have to ask, hey, is there a stream? Or all that good nonsense. You automatically know. So, all right, first things first. Nothing I do here is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some jackass idiot on the internet making a fool of myself 2 times a week. I'm not to be listened to. Don't follow what I do. In fact, a lot of times, you should probably do the opposite. Just showing you what I see and what I think. And yes, this is my real money up on the screen. Yes, everything I show you is legit. I don't have a need or a want to show you my portfolio. I think that's a dick thing to do, so I'm not going to do that. So, anyway, again, not financial advice. It's just me showing you what I think and how I see it. So, that being said, I started this, because I wanted to do donations and stuff. I thought that'd be really cool. I thought once we got monetized, it'd be really cool to do donations and not take anybody's money, because a lot of stuff I see on YouTube is essentially it's just people doing YouTube streams and then taking the money and then buying crypto with it for themselves, or buying themselves really nice places in Florida, or really nice houses with pool houses, and moving to beautiful neighborhoods in California. And yeah, that's not what I do. So every time anybody donates money, we give it away. A lot of people don't know this, but when you give it to me on YouTube, it goes through Google, and they get pretty much 40 to 50% of whatever. All right, so if you've given $100, they take 50, or 50 or 40, somewhere around in there. So about half of everything that's been donated went to them first, and the rest of it we managed to give away. But I also said that the day that it became a problem, I wouldn't do it anymore. I'd stop taking people's money because I don't want it to become a thing. So from now on, I'm not going to do any more super chat money. I haven't had a chance to turn it off. Please, no one donate tonight. I don't expect that anyway. But we're not going to do super chats anymore. It became a thing, and I don't want it to be a thing. There is some money to be given away. Some people had already donated before that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine that plus the Patreon money that hasn't exactly all started yet. There are about 60 Patreon members, and when they start coming through, then we'll combine that with what's been given, because I think I get more of the Patreon money, but I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. So once I get that, we'll combine that. We'll use that as the giveaway stuff. I am still giving NFTs away, as I said in the Patreon group messages there. That'd be cool, and we'll continue to do that. But no more super chats. Where we're done with that. So let's move on. So who all's on here? Mullet, Frank, Daniel, Rob, Terry, Nick, Ashley Vandermeer, what's up? Joe D. Hey, I'm not sure who you are, but you're the man. I'm not the man, I'm just a guy. Michael John Tejada, Chi-Town, what's up, dude? Listening at work. Hey, man, I feel you, bro. Welcome to my world. VPG, what's up? William Childers. Pascal, what's up, man? Ain't seen you in here. Ain't seen you in a while. Let me move this camera just a touch. Let's see if I got that right. My light still isn't here. My light will be here. Damn, chair's stuck. My light will be here supposedly tomorrow or Saturday. So we'll see. We'll get there when we get there. So, another thing that I got asked multiple times, let's see, the last 2.5 weeks were what projects do I think are going to make the most money? I've already been over this, but I don't really care about who is the CEO of a project or who runs the project or how good their IT team is or do they have the best accountants? Do they have the best lawyers? I don't care. I'm here to make money. I'm here to make as much money as I possibly can per chart. If I see a chart that looks good, I'm going to invest in said chart. Is there inherent risks with that? Absolutely, there's risk with that. The risk is that the asset that you're buying may go away. Welcome to the world of stocks, where that happens all the time. You know, in the real world, not the crypto world, you know, you take chances and you manage to hit sometimes. So, we're going to talk about some of those chances tonight that I've taken, and some of them that I haven't taken, and some of them that I should have, and some of them that I shouldn't have, and we'll kind of meander through this a little bit. But you know, the title of the thing says there, don't trust people, trust charts. Don't trust me. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a nobody. Don't trust what I say. Go look for yourself. And if honestly, if you find something better, do something different. I'm only here to show you the surface of the moon. I'm not here to teach you how to dig it and mine it. That's up to you, okay? I can't be the guy that holds your hand forever. So eventually, you know, you got to go through and do your own thing anyway. So why not start now? It's important not to follow. It's important to lead. I quit following a while back. So, you know, that's just me. That's how I operate. I'm going to show you some stuff now. So, obviously, I had Forest Plus on the thumbnail for the video tonight, right? This is Forest Plus. It's available on KuCoin and I think Gate.io, maybe some others. I don't know. It's honestly, it's a terrible asset. As you see, from July 19, when the coin initially was created, same time as Algorand and some other ones, right? Right in that same period, a bunch of coins were all kind of dropped on us at once. The market was a bit flooded. It was in a downtrend, and everything dropped. And as you see, Forest Plus, you know, around $3.30 if you look at different exchanges, okay? That's where it dropped in at and dropped from there. All right, so why in the world would I buy this asset? Honestly, the chart dropped really far, really fast, and never recovered. These are the kind of things that I'm looking for. As soon as I see some sort of recovery, I'm trying to get in on that, okay? When's the right time to buy? Well, I base most of it on the daily. As you see, I have the weekly chart pulled up here, but that's because I preach high time frames constantly, and I don't get listened to a lot. So I'm going to continue to do it whether people want to hear it or not. So that's just how I operate. Let's dig into this a little bit. And we're going to take it a few charts at a time here and a few places at a time and find the ones with the best percentage. Now, obviously, the people in the Telegram group already have a list of the highest grossing assets that I kind of flipped through one night with the other guys, with all the mods, and we found a bunch of assets that we think have the most percentage available to their take profit lines. All right, well, Forest Plus was one of them. It's got crazy high percentages. This was one of the original ones that Goombas found, which hadn't been around in a while, but that's what kind of happens. So again, since June 19, there was never any significant movement in price. Everything was either a wick or a bounce or whatever. It just pretty much fell off into oblivion. Never broke the 8 on the weekly and dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped. So, as soon as this thing broke the 8, it was time to go, in my opinion, on the weekly. Now, obviously, it failed and came down again. I get it. Fine. Hey, guess what? Keith has been wrong before. Keith will be wrong some more. All right, that kind of rhymes. I'll be wrong tomorrow about something. Welcome to my world, okay? Where everybody pokes the bull but doesn't expect to get the horns. So, like I said, we're doing on the daily a lot. Honestly, I bought this in September. Okay, right here. I bought this in September, and I remember the day I bought it. Okay, sucked. Because as soon as I bought it, it dropped in price, and it kept dropping. But the day that we found these, and I say we, not I, because it was not me, it was the group that found these, we kind of made a choice that we would just put $100 or $200 on a couple assets just to take a chance. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So take a chance. Don't stay in your damn comfort zone all the time. Sometimes you got to come out, whatever. As you see, this thing dropped 43% from the day I bought it. That sucked. But, as I said, it was $100. Wasn't going to stress over it. We wrote all of these down, and before someone says, you didn't really write those down, I'll show you right here that it did. Let me find Forest Plus on here. There's some more too. I don't know. Well, anyway, I have the video of when we actually pulled up in September of 2020 when we started looking for different coins with high levels of gains available. All right, and I have a big list: TRY, Spend, Dusk, HBAR, AOA, Substratum, CRV, which isn't going to be mentioned tonight because somebody's just going to get pissed off if I do it. Grin, PHB, which is Red Phoenix, Bolt, CMT, QKC, the King shitcoin that we don't usually mention, Mithril, Cocos, BRD, Wink, ENQ, JAR, MTV, which is multivac, because you can never have more than one you need multiple vacuums, VSYS, TKY, TRY, and do I have any more? I think there's a couple more than that. But those were just some that we found in September that we started flipping through and deciding we'd put $100 here, $100 there on, right? Okay, so there's my buy line. That's legit. That's where I bought $100 worth of Forest Plus. Okay, so fast forward till February 10th. There has been zero good news about Forest Plus. Zero. Their Twitter page is useless. Their website, hasn't been updated in forever. They have no social media presence. They have no marketing team. They have who knows who running the joint. However, they have an active blockchain with a coin listed on a major exchange. And it got bought. And not only did it get bought, but it started into an uptrend from a downtrend. What do we do when we see an uptrend? We buy it. Okay? We buy it. We find an uptrend, we get in, and we ride it up. It's not that complicated. Forest Plus was one of them, okay? So, I bought it in September, like I said, and it jogged right. That sucked. Sorry. Welcome to the real world where shit doesn't go the way you want it to all the time. But from there, as you see, this chart has pretty much gone sideways and up the entire time since February. Okay, it has its moments where it dips and dives a little bit. We put it on the weekly, like I say all the time, put it on the weekly and give it a look. It hasn't thrown a sell signal since February. But everybody gets hung up on the daily or the 4 hour or the 2 hour or the 1 hour or the 30 minute or the 15 minute. And all I do is say stop over and over and over again. And people just keep doing it. So whatever. Obviously people aren't going to listen. So do your thing. But either way, you haven't had a sell signal on the weekly on Forest Plus since February. really since January has even thrown a candle that could have said sell. You had a clean buy in February though. I bought in September. Tough titty, right? Okay, so obviously we had a big fib set pulled on it from $3.31 down to the bottom. You've seen it's going through its levels one at a time. Hit the fibs pretty damn nice. Hit that one cleanly, bounced and popped through. Hit this one cleanly, bounced and popped through. Hit the 50 cleanly, bounced and popped through. And now it's up at this 618. One at a time, point by point by point. Forest Plus has broken through every single line that it needed to break through. Okay, how much money is it up? Well, let's do some simple mathematics, shall we? If you bought, when I bought, $100 worth, all the way up to where it's at now, at 1667, that's about 4,700%. About 4,700%. That's pretty good, right? Let's do the math on that because someone's going to ask, well, how much money is that? $100 times 4,700% equals $4,700. Off of a $100 risk, I managed to make $4,700. I have not mentioned Forest Plus. I have not said anything to anybody. Guys have been talking about it. Guys have been buying and selling it. I just set my $100 in it, didn't touch it, left it alone. And here it's gone up and up and up and up. Now, I could have said something. I could have said, here's what I've done. Oh my God, y'all do this, y'all follow this. I didn't say shit. People have been talking about Forest Plus in the group like crazy. So people bought it and sold it and bought it and sold it. I didn't say shit. I kept my mouth shut and just left my $100 in. And it's turned into 4,700. So I'm going to take that 4,700. At a certain point, I'm going to pull some of that out. And I'm going to redistribute amongst some other shitters. Okay, I call them shitters because there's a high risk involved when you get a lot of money in something. And I never put a lot of money in any one of these. I put no more than $200 in any one of these. But Forest Plus was one of them. Forest Plus, ENQ, MTV. I circled the ones I did. Forest Plus, Spend, MTV, ENQ, CRV, Bolt, JAR, and VSYS. I put 100 or 200 in all of those. Okay. Now I've sold most of those off to either do other stuff or move into other things. Okay. So I sold some of them that were up in profit. I took that money out and I moved it into DeFi. And I took some other ones and I used that money to buy a Galanode. All right. So this thing here is not going to make me a millionaire or anything, but my $100 just turned into $4,700, which is pretty good. I haven't even looked at the KuCoin account that has the $100 worth of Forest Plus on it. I'm going to leave it alone. Just going to let it ride and do its thing. At what point should I have sold? Well, you could have sold this big gnarly red candle right here, but it stayed over the 8 on the weekly. There was some resistance back here and right here, a small amount. And the next resistance level isn't all the way up here until the 786, 886 level, really 886. That's the next resistance on Forest Plus. Like, you could cut the losses there at $1.40 and take your money and do something else with it. There'd be nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. But, again, I'm just going to leave it alone and let it do its thing. Whatever happens, happens. I've already committed my $100 to it. This was just one of them. Let's pull up ENQ real quick, because this was another one. I've already bought and sold it, so the boat left the harbor. But the same situation happened here on ENQ. This one actually got my hopes up because the same thing happened where it drove sideways. I bought this back in September. Yeah, right in here. I bought this back in September, and it broke my heart because it dropped back down and made this very, very big W pattern. Right? And I got super sad about this one. So I held on to it for a while. And as it started moving up, I sold somewhere in here. I forget where. It was up in this zone right here. I sold it there. I was pretty happy with the money I made. And I moved on. JAR I did pretty well on. That says 115 here, long hold, but I actually sold it in the same place I sold ENQ at the same time. I forget when it was again, but I sold that one at the same time. Spend. Let's pull that one up. I did that one too. Oh, they got SPND. Nah. Well, where the hell is it? SPND USDT. Yeah, that's right. It must not be on here. Let me look on CoinTrader. SPND. Spend coin. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be roughly the same thing, but as you see, the chart has that same look where it made this very, very big drop. Just the same as Forest Plus. Down, 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 down. Finally popped, bounced up again. I sold it somewhere in here. Same time. In fact, honestly, I can't really remember when it was, but I sold them all at the same time there. And the only one I kept was Forest Plus. I just kept $100 in it, left it alone. Let me look at some of these messages real quick. It's been a couple minutes. Sorry. What's up, Anthony Lawson? What's up, David R? Tristan, what's up? Let's see. Jeff Frady, hey man, what's up? What time frame is the best use when you buy on margin? You mean like futures trading? Because if it's futures trading, I do 15 minutes and 5 minutes and 1 hour. But that's just for futures trading only. Let's see. Run, force run. Absolutely. Sounds like you're coin hopping. Yes, absolutely, Tristan. There's nothing that I'm attached to. I'll buy and sell anything for money. Thoughts on FEG? I don't even know what that is, but I'll look it up. It's alright, Joe, bro. I don't care about likes, dude. If people don't like it, I'm cool with it. I don't do this for the money. I do this to help people learn. That's the whole point in this YouTube channel, was to help people learn. So, if you learn, good. If not, man, no sweat it. Whatever. Do your own thing. Ain't gonna ride, been on Ontology, sure. Spin got delisted on KuCoin. Well, I'm glad I sold it then, man. Which sucks, because that was one of the first ones that really popped up pretty hard with Spend. Whatever. I sold it. Alright, so anyway, let's look at some projects with amazing use cases. And gosh, they're going to do so good in 15 years. I'm so excited about what's going to happen in 15 years with them. Let's start off with everybody's favorite. What do you say? XRP. Everybody's favorite, XRP. Let's erase all this. And all we're left with is the price. Alright, so since, let's see, September, right in here, September 20, right around the time I bought ENQ. Alright, and Forest Plus. It has gone up 300%, not bad. If I could get 300% on my asset of any kind, I'd be happy I got 300%. Like if I could sell a house and make 300% profit, my God, I'd feel like I hit a home run, right? I think anybody would feel like they hit a home run if you make that much profit. Now in comparison to Forest Plus, Forest Plus blew it out of the water. Forest Plus smoked it. 4,000% versus 300%. Now, what would you rather have your money in? I'm just saying. For $100 risk, you made $4,000. You got to put in way more money in XRP to make the same amount of gains. And for some people who don't have a lot of money to toss around, that's a big deal. It just is. It's just a big deal. Let's go to a different one. Everybody loves to watch the Digital Asset Investor, right? Because he knows everything. He's not a financial advisor, but he used to be, right? That's why he's not one anymore, okay? Because he does YouTube videos to tell you what to buy for 3 years that went down. So much so that he jumped onto different ones when they started making really cool ads and stuff too. So, but you know, what do I know? So, back here in September, same spot, better. Outperformed XRP, it's 410% from the same time frame. It's pretty awesome. I like that. That's 400%. It's great. It's not 4,000. Not 4,000. Some of you may not even have heard of Force Plus. Well, good. Who gives a shit? The whole point, and nothing but the point, is that there was more money to be made by looking at the charts and not watching the news or Twitter or Bloomberg or Reuters or CoinDesk or what the fuck ever you're watching. You're wasting time. You could be using that same time to look at charts and find better assets. And before you say that's not true, some rich billionaire got on Twitter and pumped it. No, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. Save it for somebody who cares, because I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I have more things that are more important to do than to hear some shit about some magical billionaire who said something that helped the chart go up. I don't want to hear it. Ethereum. Ethereum has a good use case, right? Obviously, because the chart's been moving like crazy, right? It's the use case. That's what it is. Well, how's it doing since September? Let's have a look. I'm going to tell you right now, I think it's done pretty well. Ethereum has outperformed a lot of assets. Since September, same time, right in there, 618%. Hey, Ethereum has done great. Ethereum has done great. 600%? That's awesome. It's awesome. That's badass. 600%? Damn, could you imagine selling a house for 600% profit, or a car for 600% profit? Man, most of you have only ever lost money on a car. You know, there was your chance to make 600%. Wish someone would have said that Ethereum was a buy at some certain point and told everyone to watch carefully at the charts, because it might be time to invest their own money. Sure do wish somebody would have said that. Man, no such person exists. All right, EOS has a use case. I've actually heard senators say this particular coin by name. By name. As we see here, it recently just bounced off of the June 19 area. And what is the June 19 area? Well, it's an area that we saw many, many, many coins attack that zone, which is this zone right here. We've seen them attack this zone. And from this zone, they either went up and touched the top of it, or they got hung up a bit and pushed through. You know, all of them did something different. All right, nothing did exactly the same, but we did see some very nice price action. Now, obviously, if you're looking at this, EOS just recently broke out of its trend. It's kind of behind in that sense, where it's behind in chart position from many, 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 many other coins. And I'll give you an example. So if you think EOS is out front, you're very much incorrect. I'll show you one that is way out in front. That would be ADA. ADA has outperformed most of the market. As you see, same looking chart, EOS is way down here. You see where this trend line breaks right here? Try to explain it a little better for everyone. Kind of notice that trend line there. That's not perfect, but you get the idea. There's a clean trend line right there, and it broke loose right here, and it's right here is that June 19 area that I just spoke about. Right here for ADA. Obviously, it got over that area and bounced off of it and took off, right? Now, you see in chart position, here's all-time high. We've broken all-time high. We've bounced off of all-time high, and we tested it, and now we're moving up again. Well, we'll look at EOS. Yeah, no, not even close. Up here's all-time high. Well, ADA is way up here. So, in fact, EOS is way behind. a bunch of other charts. Interesting, right? It's not that complicated when you start looking at the chart and stop worrying about everything else. What's another one that's got a good use case? VET. Hey, VET. Oh, we forgot to measure the percentage on Cardano. Let's measure that first. I wanna get a beat in on what Cardano is percentage wise, because it's done pretty well. Done pretty well since September. Right in here. Yeah, not bad. 1,524%. ADA has been a really, really good performer, considering that XRP did 300, XLM has done 400, EOS has done some, Ethereum did 600, ADA did 1,500%. When you were worried about buying XLM and XRP, ADA was smoking everyone's ass. You could have been in on it, but we were too busy looking at the news, worrying about what we saw on Twitter, worrying about lawsuits that don't give a fuck. Instead, you could have made money on ADA. All right? VET, let's do that one. There, VET. Man, look at that. Not only did VET make this beautiful 1618, but it's bounced off of 1618 onto 1414, and it's kind of jogging sideways. It's like technical analysis or something. Like I had this box drawn a while back, and I pulled these fibs a while back, and kind of think we saw this coming, but wish someone would have told me that was going to happen. Here's the same chart for VET. Now, as you see, they've kind of removed the old data and gotten rid of it. So I'm kind of at a loss for data on VET a bit here. So if anyone has a chart with better VET data, I would kind of like to see it. Well, there's one. Yeah, this is the one with the really funky thing with the split on it, right? Where the chart split and it took off into this really gnarly drop and then jogged sideways. But it did the same pattern that other ones did. It just took a while longer to do it. It jogged right for a really, really long time. So from that September area, about 950%. So VET drastically outperformed a large majority of the market. Okay. All you had to do was dig your nose in the charts and not worry about anything else, and you could have made the same percentages. Not that complicated. All right, let's see some comments real quick before I go on to the next thing. All right. Oh, the Bitstamp chart. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Tail, I don't know. I haven't looked at Tail. I saw you posted charts. I'm sorry. It's been a really busy week. People are complaining that I'm not answering comments back, and I'm very sorry. I deleted 1,200 something comments without even looking at them. So if you were one of them 1,200, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm only one dude. I do this for free. I don't want anything from anyone. So bear with me, okay? I don't ask that anybody do work for me. I want to do it on my own. I want to figure this out on my own. So if it takes me a while to answer you back, I will. You just got to bear with me. XRP down. Okay, I'll get to that. Smokey the Bear likes Force Plus. Not financial advice. Yes, nothing I do is financial advice. Thank you. Thank you, Frank. Here you go. As a matter of fact, real quick. While I read comments, here you go. There's a disclaimer. Read that. Alright. EOS way behind. Been waiting on that thing forever. I would agree. EOS finally overcame June 19. Now it's checking it. Agreed. I sold mine $10. Alright, and let's see, do TNT. Okay, we'll look at TNT. I wish there was a group to talk about these gain potentials. I know, I wish I had a group that would do the same thing, Darth. Wish we had a group that talked about, the pros and cons of this chart and that chart and gave everybody, some semblance of an idea of what they may or may not want to do. Man, I wish that existed. Alright, so you saw that. Let's move on to some of these charts that you guys have mentioned. Since I see TNT, I'll do it first. Would you looky there? All right, so in the last, what appears to be 3 weeks, TNT has made a drastic move off the bottom. Drastic move off the bottom. This particular chart was being compared as the chart that was out front by other people on YouTube. Let's see if we can find a June 19 area. Yep, that's right where it's hitting right now. It blew through that all the way to 886 in the last month. TNT really took off. Look at that big monster candle it did right there. Look at that one. It's straight up on its head and jogged sideways. It sure is awful that everything moves with Bitcoin down, doesn't it? So this happened on May 11th, May 12th. Let's have a look at the BTC chart at that same time. Because, you know, everything moves with Bitcoin. That's all that matters is Bitcoin. May 12th. Yeah, look at this. This same time, let's do 9th through 15th. What do you say? Right there. That's what happened on Bitcoin. All right. Nice big fat red candle. Right. Look at Tiron. The same exact time, which is TNT. Yeah. Slightly more gains there. So TNT gained what appears to be 1,000% in the same time that Bitcoin fell 34%. Gosh. It sucks that everything moves with Bitcoin, doesn't it? Now stop making excuses. Nothing is certain. Nothing is certain. Some coins move with Bitcoin sometimes. Some don't. Some move opposite. Some move with them and then decouple. Some move on their own. Some move dead, stop, lock, 100% with Bitcoin in the hip. It's up to you to find the ones that will stop following. Okay? I can't explain this enough. It's lazy to say everything follows Bitcoin. It's lazy. And if you think I'm talking about you, you're probably right. It's lazy. Don't be lazy. Get in the charts and find the answer. If you think a chart looks like it's following Bitcoin, well, dig in. Pull up the BTC chart with it and see, is it going to decouple or not? Is there a possibility it could decouple? Well, maybe you should chart it a little bit harder. Go through every asset that you're interested in. Look around at it a little bit. And then say, okay, maybe I should check this against the BTC chart. See if it's got a chance to decouple. If it doesn't, looks like it's sticking with Bitcoin or it's going to fall and Bitcoin dominance is going to take it over. Hey, okay, maybe I'm going to watch Bitcoin with this one instead. Maybe I got a coin that doesn't look like that. Maybe it looks like it's about to break loose. So, would you like to see an example? Of course you'd like to see an example. So, I'll show you one real quick. All right, here's a Mithril chart. We pulled this up last stream and I drew this little red thing saying I think that might happen. All right, for the most part that's happened. It did this little dip and now it's pushed up and it hit that purple zone exactly like I thought it would. Faster than I thought it would, but it did what I thought it would, okay? So, didn't go exactly when I said so chalk this one up as a loss. Say this, I screwed this one up, okay? Because it didn't do exactly what I thought it was going to do. It did it a little faster. But clearly we had, a bearish convergence here. We had the RSI moving down. At the same time we had the RSI moving down, we had the price moving down. But we've broken out of that convergence into a bullish convergence. The chart has rebounded here. It still hasn't broken out of this big handle thing it's making right here. It may jog sideways for all I know. But the point is, we no longer have this bearish convergence. We maybe have some divergence or bullish convergence going on. So, something to watch on Mithril. Now, let's pull up the Bitcoin Mithril chart to see if it's decoupling or if it's following dead with it or not. Because, hey, you don't necessarily know. You need to look. All right. Looks real similar to the USD chart. Have the same kind of pattern here. However, if you look at higher time frames, like I always say, look at higher time frames. Look how far this thing fell. All the way up here. Oh my God, is how far it fell against Bitcoin. It just lost it all. It basically drove sideways for a freaking eternity. Only recently has it started to decouple some. Obviously it pulled back down and it seems to be catching support right here above these old candles, right in this zone here. We've had this big bullish engulfing candle right here on the weekly. Let's see if this thing can decouple. Okay, if this can decouple, my God, there's no resistance to back here. That's the next resistance on the BTC chart at 524 sats. It's at 166 sats right now, so that's 400%, 200%. Yeah, okay, 230% versus Bitcoin. 230% versus Bitcoin. Okay, that's easy data that you can figure out on your own. You just got to be willing to do it. Or you could just be lazy and hope somebody does it for you. And then after they do it and you don't like it, you say, well, that was stupid. Why'd you do that? Because that happens to me a lot. Mullet is going to say something in a minute like, that's what you get for putting yourself out there. And I would agree, Mullet. No good deed goes unpunished, right? I fully agree. Algorand. I've been saying it would do something forever. Yet, it's done nothing. Look how very, very little this thing has decoupled from Bitcoin. Pretty much jogging sideways, lock in step with Bitcoin. I wish it wasn't, but it is, okay? We've got a price moving sideways, and we have a RSI trending up. Price moving sideways or down, but the RSI is trending up. This is what we call bullish divergence on the algo BTC chart. This tells me that we are teetering on the brink of a break loose from Bitcoin. Oh my God, can you believe that? Wasn't really that difficult to figure that out either. CRV. This will be the only time I mention it on the stream. Pretty damn similar. Look. I'm going to take that off because I just kind of drew it on there. We're moving up here on the weekly CRV BTC chart. This is versus Bitcoin. RSI is jogging up. Interesting. So this is bullish convergence on the BTC chart, as if CRV is going to continue trying to make this bullish move up away from Bitcoin. EOS. Looky here. This is one that actually decoupled quite well recently, since, December 21st. Has been trying its best to decouple from Bitcoin. Obviously, it came back down here and checked all this off. Kind of looks like it wanted to check the trend line that it broke way back, but didn't quite. And now, steady trying. Let's see if we can see an EOS BTC chart. BTC. All right. Just recently, same thing as Mithril, you had nothing but down. EOS lost dominance against Bitcoin forever. Down, 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 down. All the way to the fucking floor before it finally started to rebound some. And here we are. That was your chance to buy back in February. And we've started to try to decouple. The same setup here for EOS. On the weekly versus BTC, that's a uptrend. And then here on the RSI, same thing, up. That's bullish convergence on EOS. I'm not going to say how my EOS trades have gone lately. Let's do the King Shitter, QKC, shall we? Holy cow. Look at that versus USD. bounced all the way up there to the sniper's alley, got rejected, and now it appears to be making a massive cup and handle. Holy moly, look at that cup and handle. Let's draw it out for everybody. Brush. Here's the cup. Here's the handle. And you're going to see this thing go right on up there to the take profit lines eventually. In time. Eventually. I didn't say tomorrow. I didn't say later. I said eventually. That thing's going to go right on up there through there and make that cup and handle pattern. It's going to play out great. In fact, you could argue that it's making a run off of the trend line. Well, not yet, but it's working its way toward the trend line. If it bounces off that trend line and goes, my goodness, that would be the most technically beautiful thing you could ask for. May it have some more down in it? Possibly. So, I don't do financial advice here or signals. Do your own thing. Make your own assessment. Let's look at it versus BTC. QKC, BTC. Goodness gracious. It has done nothing, has it? It's just driving along sideways on the floor. What's our RSI look like? Again, on the weekly, RSI is driving north. Okay? Price is moving a little north here. We're getting some bullish convergence. The monthly, kind of sideways. Kind of sideways. May continue to go sideways for a while. Almost impossible to say, isn't it? But look how far it's fallen versus BTC. You can't expect that to last forever. And this is in log mode. This isn't in linear. This is in log mode. That's just a really gnarly looking chart where pretty much everything jumped out of alts and back into Bitcoin, or everything went into Tether. And then when Bitcoin started to rebound, most of the big dogs got their bites first. And QKC kind of got stuck, just like everyone else, being one of these coins with a pretty crappy use case. And obviously there is a real use case, I think. But, there's so many. I don't really think QKC will be one that lasts. But that's up for you to decide, okay? Let's read some comments real quick. I'm sorry. All right. Sold ADA a long time ago. Good stuff for those who held. Keep doing what you're doing. Ain't nobody perfect. You made more right than wrong. Thanks for what you're doing. You're welcome. Thank you. I try. I'm not perfect. I probably mess up some more, Ken. Matic didn't take much of a hit. Exactly. Matic actually rebounded very quickly. I really wish I might be the composite man. I don't know what that means, but I think it's a compliment. Let's see. Let's see. A group that throws charts together. That would be cool. I know, right? What's up, Wildwood Flower? I played Wildwood Flower for a buddy of mine on the truck the other day. He was tripping out. Let's see. I think my biggest downfall is being impatient. Yep, that would be the problem for most people. You get impatient, so you start looking at charts that are in low time frames, and then you get hung on low time frames because you think you're seeing something special and you're not. You're just getting stuck. Happens a lot, actually. Tristan says pull up XRP down. Alright, so the way these margin coins work, and this is a margin coin, obviously, is when XRP goes down, you'll see this chart move up. Why is that? Because this is a derivative bet that the price will go down. And if the price of XRP goes down, this coin will rise in value. And boy, did it ever rise. In fact, when this rose was the exact same time, well, not the exact same time, but during a fall in price. I'm pretty sure. I have to look that up, but I think the price fell at that point? I don't remember. Either way, XRP down, gained a bunch of steam. It glitched. Pretty gnarly glitch right there. Was that the same time while everything dropped? Let's see. Let's look at the XRP chart. Do I even have that? Yeah, I have it. There we go. April 15. Oh, that's platinum, dummy. Yeah, that's about the same time the XRP started falling off this big on this retrace right here. Its first retrace was April 15th. As the price went down here, you can see that there, the first retrace on XRP down. XRP lowered price, and as it lowered price, you'll see that XRP jumped up in price at the same time. In fact, it jumped so rapidly that it used up all the liquidity. It used up all the liquidity on the exchange, and it glitched out real hard and had to wait for a while to get the liquidity back. So this derivative bet on XRP down increased in value. You're buying XRP down coins because you're betting that it'll go down. And those coins become more valuable as the price drops. And the exact same thing opposite works when you buy a bull or an up token. You're buying betting that it's going up. So if it goes down, you're losing 3 times as fast, okay? You're gaining 3 times as fast, but you're also losing 3 times as fast. Let's see. Summer solstice is around the corner. The solar flares will rain. XRP was going up when XRP down went up. Oh, no. See, XRP, that's April 7th. Unless you might be right. I don't know. Hang on. Pull them up at the same time. Day, right? Yep, daily. April 5th. Yeah, you're right. April 4th, 5th, it did go up in price at the same time and glitched really hard. It's interesting. It's interesting. Makes you kind of wonder, doesn't it? Makes you kind of be a little sketched out when you see it like that. And as the price went down, it's like it leveled off. Did they split the tokens or something? I don't know. Maybe they split the tokens. That happens sometimes. Let's do XRP Bull. Because there's one of those too. Yeah. Okay, so XRP Bull went down. So let's do XRP Bear. Yeah, XRP Bear tokens went through the freaking floor. It's all the way down there and in the abyss. Good Lord, that looks awful. XRP Bear tokens are absolutely on the floor. Ooh. You know, it's a derivative token, so it's kind of hard to say, I guess. They are new, and they have very low liquidity, obviously. Such low liquidity that when the chart started dropping really fast, they had to shut down trading and go into maintenance mode to try to figure out what the hell they were going to do. That's tough, right? That's tough as hell. All right, then I bet you they increased their liquidity after that. I guess you don't know because it's an exchange token. You know what I mean? It's a derivative, so I'm not even sure if they did replace liquidity or not. Alexander Marks is asking, is BTC going to break down? Well, not positive on that, but it damn sure looks like it. We had a wick off maneuver here, broke down, stuck under the 200 MA, hasn't broken through the 200 MA. It needs to break through. If it doesn't break through, this is going down. What does that mean for the rest of the market? We don't know. Stop saying that if that happens, we're all gonna die. It's not true, okay? We could see things release from there, release away from Bitcoin. We could see everything ride with Bitcoin. Tough call. So let's play it by the day, one by one. But I do believe, yeah, like you say, it's there's a chance this breaks south. We've got bearish convergence everywhere on this chart. How do we feel about ZC? I have a lot of ZC. I have that on my big list here, right here, ZC. There's my actual buy line, and I bought some more up here, and it failed on me, and it's trying to recover. But that's okay. It actually is a little different than Bitcoin. If you saw, Bitcoin was down here under the 200, and ZEC is over top of the 200 now. It's still under the 8 EMA, and we have a tits maneuver happening up here above it. So, in my opinion, we're going to get a move up there toward this square at 184. We're going to get a move toward there. But for security, you want to see the price break above this and close and hold that. If it can close and hold, then you stand a chance at busting through these moving averages one by one, getting over here over top and making a bullish maneuver up. But that's going to take some time to play out, because as you see, we're losing strength on the RSI and our price dropped at the same time. That's bearish convergence. Haven't had a breakout yet. Let's see. The derivatives have to be treated as separate tokens. Absolutely they do. I agree with everything you just said. All right. Yeah, not financial advice. Do what you want. I do not do financial advice. I'm just a dude on the internet talking. I just said BTC is under S3, so let's have a gander. Let's have a gander. BTC. Yeah, it's flirting with S3 now, isn't it? Tinkering around with that last pivot line. What about the weekly? Okay, so look, it bounced off of R2 on the weekly and R1. So, I mean, 36.5 for the week. It could sit there and flirt. Hard to say, right? I don't want to guess. It could also make a really gnarly head and shoulders and fall off the face of the earth. But I don't want to guess. I just don't want to guess. So I'm going to play it as it lies. There's a chance it comes all the way back up here to 46, 47 and smacks that other R3 pivot also, which would be the 50 moving average. No, it'd be under that. It'd be S1. Be under that. It would be S2. Okay, let's see if it makes a move toward S2. It's possible. Wick-off distribution dip ends where the bullish action started. Looks like the end if you're judging that long. Right, you might be right. And it's an oversold, absolutely. I'm clicking the wrong thing. Yep, I mean, we're tipping on. Yeah, it dipped down to oversold, didn't it? Sure did. Hitting oversold zones in the RSI is always a good buy opportunity. When it dips down way down there into oversold, I buy some of those. I like to buy those. XRP down as 4.6 blah blah blah, had 6,000 blah. Okay, yeah, see, yeah, they reduced, they drastically reduced it then, didn't they? That's crazy. Yeah, y'all are talking about that dude. I'm not going to bring him up. Alright, yeah, the Force Plus is up 11%. Let me look real quick and then we're getting off of here. Alright, there you are. Force Plus. Let's go. Fooling around with that 618. Yeah, still fooling around with it. Get up there and break that pivot. Break that pivot line. Come on. Move and do your thing. Move and do your thing. Alright, so that's going to be it. Thank y'all for watching. We'll get back on this again Tuesday. Everything should slow down for me a little bit this week, and I'll have a weekend and I'll have a chance to get back with messages that I may not have answered you before. I'm sorry about that. Again, none of this was financial advice. and just a dude on the internet. Don't listen to what I say. Go look for yourself. Go find the answer for yourself. I know nothing, but I want you to know more than I know, okay? Think of it that way. I want you to know more than I know. If anybody needs anything, hit me up on the Patreon right there, patreon.com/Carolina Keith. That's the place where you can sign up to be in the Telegram group. That's the place where you donate. No longer on YouTube. I don't want anybody that I don't want any more money on YouTube. I no more super chat stuff. So I'll see y'all on next Tuesday, or coming up Tuesday coming up, not next Tuesday. Thank y'all.